Here in the central square in Prague. It is a very cold, frosty morning and lovely. Christmassy.
They didn't work. They occupied Eastern Europe, Balkan. Life without working was considered to be dishonest. So every hour, skeleton rings the bell, which means your time is over. Little sphere, which is half silver, half black. Can you see? Yeah. People in Middle Ages started to count New Day not from midnight, but from sunset, which is different in winter and in summer.
There we go, the little man in the street. We are approaching the magnificent Charles Bridge. So up and up and up. Crossing the Charles Bridge. Just finished crossing the Great Charles Bridge. Beautiful scenery. A monument to 9/11. The big babies without faces. Statues of the big babies without faces. It's of the castle. The Church of St. Vitus. Panoramic view of Prague.
Waving to your people.
From the palace.
Yeah. Hey, that was all.
Here's an interesting structure. Nobody seems to know what it is. A church. Rogna River in Bamberg. We are here in Old Town.
For them to light the way home. So as I said, this was also done here.
The bakery. The cathedral in Würzburg. Main Street Mine.
Just put the knowledge on the sandstone material here. And actually you find also the land.
A Christmas market in Würzburg.
And
German merry-go-round. So at Heidelberg, notice the large scrotums of the guards. Germany's first library. Statues of all of the German rulers.
We call him Charles the Great. You know him under the name Charles.
Crystal Palace. The Hawk. The river from the palace. The largest wine barrel.
And do come down from the ramp a little bit so other guys.
56,000 gallons of wine in this barrel. This is a Christmas market, little nursery school children walking through it. A view of the Christmas markets in Heidelberg. And there is the revolving Christmas ornament in Heidelberg. This is the Heidelberg Lutheran Church. Very lovely church. A giant Christmas ornament with a church in the background. The beautiful Madonna with a fortress palace in the background. We are in Mainz, going to the Guggenheim Museum.
very fantastic cathedral. More than 1,000 years.
Mainz has the largest organ in Germany.
The legend was
He was carrying his head through the city to a special hill, and then here I want my grave. Block printing. Here you see here's an example, playing cards, but the present.
Ink ball.
Here you see this is leather, but the leather. Three, one more. Have you heard the small kids?
Yes.
Oh, wie schön.
You see here effects of Gutenberg's Bible.
Oh,
Don't forget, Gutenberg printed in black only.
here we are in our next to the last Christmas market. Music in the background. A shot of the Christmas market and music in the background. The steeple of the local church. Still part of the Christmas market decoration.
When
the town.
Cobham got town rights, the population today.
Typical buildings in Cobham. The bells of the town. This is the cemetery for the senior center. How handy and how charming. This is the town of Colchon and the river, beautiful scenery. The castle. Best castle ever. It's a real castle. Just like you see in the movies.
40 meters or 120 feet high.
We are inside the castle dining room. It is absolutely beautiful. For construction. A little town in Germany.
You have 25 centimeters, 10 inches left and right to park your ship in. And there's no sensor, so it really...
Little town of Niedenbach, population 1,000. And they have a castle.
A curtain wall from the 14th century, the massive high shields are unique among the Rhine castles. But also Schönberg Castle was plundered, burned down.
These are the rocks of the siren Loreline, who lured the sailors to their death. The Lorelei song and the castle.
straight, so the captain puts his chair back, he goes on the knees, and then he navigates the ship. And that's when he looks at the radar, or he opens up the latch and sticks his head out.
We are turning.
It's kind of like a Lego
Very
thing, you
interesting
know, and then
phenomenon.
they
It
build it.
looked like that, but I...
More examples of vineyards along the Rhine. Memorial to the American soldiers who died in the Second World War. Of a Jewish soldier. Honor in gold. Patton. His wife's ashes are also here. Soldier guarding buildings. The Christmas market in Luxembourg. More of the Christmas market. Making tree decorations. Fresh in the Christmas market in Luxembourg. In Paris at night.
And there's the Arc de Triomphe.
Arc de Triomphe. Let's see if I can get it really close.
No, that's so
On Wednesday.
Proceed to reach the Arc de Triomphe.
Thank you. Taking pictures. Look at that. In Paris. That's hilarious. Look, his turn now. Look at that. Get your camera. I wish I could get my...
Louvre, then, all of these buildings surrounding the pyramid, because it's in 3 different wings. Were you to put all the corridors back to back, you'd have 33 kilometers of corridors. So it is like a town.
Okay.
I'll keep speaking on here and once the microphone is switched on. And if they come outside...
The Notre Dame. The North Rose window. In Paris. Ferraris, I think it's 89 euros for 30 minutes. You can rent one. Beautiful.
Price goes up a little bit.
Close.
We don't have many Michelin stars with 3 stars on them in Paris. There's only
This is how we are in a cafe, having a nice dinner after the beautiful concert.